Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of XRP USD. Right now we're at 26 cents. It is 7:58 a.m. Eastern Time. It's November 14th, 2019. So I wanted to throw that out there. But with XRP, we're looking at a key level for us here, guys, that we're dropping below right now. So I want to put this on your radar. I'm not telling you to sell your XRP if you're an XRP investor, anything like that. What I'm trying to do is just show you what's taking place. You make your decisions. I'm going to give you some upside targets. We're going to give you some downside targets. We're going to get into all this. If you guys like me covering XRP, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we're going to dig into this. So with XRP, guys, you know we've been tracking trends. That's what I really like to look at, is short-term, intermediate, and longer-term trends. So what we've been trying to do with XRP since we hit a high of around 50 cents, and that was June 22nd, 2019, we are in an intermediate-term downtrend with lower highs and lower lows coming in. And what happened was we're trying to change the trend. You can see how this area we had this transition, and now what we are in is a short-term uptrend. But what I've been telling you to pay attention to is this green trend line that I've had drawn here. And this trend line does have 3 touches on it. It's a valid trend line in the short term. And what's happening is we're actually breaking down through that trend line right now. And we're below our 9 EMA on the one-day chart. We're below our 20 EMA on the one-day chart, and we're below our 50-day moving average in pink. So when you start to have a trend line break with a break of that 50-day moving average, sometimes you can really get pushed down hard. So I want you to be aware of that and just put that in the back of your head, knowing that we're below the 50, we're having a trend line break. And guys, with that, the potential comes for a retest of this bottom down here around 23 cents, right where we had this Harami pattern. So we ended up dumping hard from Bitcoin. This was the area when Bitcoin really dumped down hard, and then we had a bullish Harami pattern, and from there we started making higher highs and higher lows, and we've just been chopping up. But now we're starting to lose those higher lows that we've had for quite a while now. We actually started this on September 24th, 2019. We have been in this uptrend. So that's why I'm saying, guys, I just want you to pay attention to this. We also have our 9 EMA, our short-term moving average, crossing down through our 20 EMA. So that's another sign, because if you're looking for a positive move, you're wanting to see the 9 cross over top of the 20. If it's a negative move, it's going to be crossing down through that 20. And now we're going to look to see if this 50-day moving average acts as overhead resistance for us, or if this is just some type of a blip, and all of a sudden we're just going to pop right back up in this symmetrical triangle here, and we're going to get moving, and then we're going to come up here and test this 200-day EMA. But it's important, guys, when you step back and you really take a look at these things and watch these trends form. We don't want to start dropping back down here, because what that could show is weakness. We can't hold the 50-day moving average. It's going to act as overhead resistance, and then before you know it, we're pushed down really far down to that 23 cent range. Then we'll have to see what we do if we're going to find some type of bottom there if this does play out. But remember to look at those moving averages like a raging river. They're starting to push down upon us now. Whenever you're in an uptrend, you want to be up above them. When you're in a downtrend, you're going to be below them. And now the reason why with XRP, why I say anything could happen from the point we're at right now, just to give you an example, you can see over here we're trading below the 20 EMA, we're trading below the 50, and then what happened was we had a beautiful bullish engulfing candle come in, and then take a look at how far we ran. From that 50 up, we ran 44%, and that's what's possible in the matter of a day or two for XRP. So it could look like we're heading down, but due to the market manipulation and just the way this market is, guys, you always have to plan for a shot to the upside as well if we do have that blast of volume come in. And that's why I have my alarm at 31 cents right up here, because that's where the previous highs were, and it's also going to correlate around this 200-day EMA. My downside target got hit, or my downside alarm got hit overnight. I had it at 25, and we ended up wicking down to that. If you can see here, I don't have the alarm up anymore, but we ended up wicking all the way down to about 25 cents before we started to get bought back up a little bit. And if you take a look here, guys, on TradingView, you can go into this and you can look at the technical analysis, and I'll show you what it's showing right now. So it's showing 18 for the sell signal, it's showing 8 neutral signals, and then it's showing 2 buy signals. Our oscillators, it's showing 2 sell, 7 neutral, 2 buy, and then moving average, it's saying 16 sell, 1 neutral, and 0 buy. And remember, that's what I really like to look at, is these moving averages, because a lot of times that'll tell you the tale of which way the market's moving. And sometimes it's just sideways, guys. Kind of right now we're still in that sideways movement. We've been up a little bit in this short-term uptrend, but we've also just kind of been chopping sideways. So now it's about being patient and just waiting to see what XRP is going to do next for the 1 day right here. And we're going to be closing at, I believe, 7 p.m. Eastern time is when we're going to be closing this candle today, and we're going to see if we get bought back up and we can start getting within this trend line again, or if we're just going to start having this trend line act as overhead resistance as well. Our RSI is at 38. We're pointed down right now, so we don't have a ton of strength coming in. So guys, that's why I just said really be careful in this situation and really watch. If you go back through the charts here, you can see anytime we really lose this 20 EMA, a lot of times that'll act as strong overhead resistance. Do you see how this 20 EMA acted as overhead resistance from June 27th all the way till we got up above it September 17th? So that's what I'm saying. Some of these trends can run out 2, 3, 4 months in the intermediate term where we're below that 20-day EMA, and we always want to be up above it if we're in some type of a bull market or a buying situation. You want to buy when you're up above the 20. You want to buy when you're up above the 50 or when you back test those. You don't necessarily want to buy when you're trading below those. That's something I was reading about yesterday. I was reading about bear markets and different things, and they always said you do not want to be buying the dip when you're having lower highs and lower lows and you're moving downwards. You want to buy the dip when you're in an uptrend and you have that retracement or that throwback. That's when you want to put your money in, when you see it bounce off that 50-day moving average or that 20-day EMA and you have a nice candlestick bullish pattern formation out of it. That's what you're looking for, guys. So that's what I wanted to bring to you today. I didn't want to make it too long, but I just wanted to put this video out there for you. Be careful. We're waiting to see if we can get back up above those moving averages, and we want to see what we end up doing with this trend line break in the short term to the downside. That's what I'm going to be paying attention to. So just want to put on your radar, guys. If you get some out of this, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.